Welcome to my channel and thank you all for tuning in. You're always appreciated and loved here. So today I'm mainly going to talk about a lot of tarot reading and some channeled messages afterwards. So let's get started. So the first card signifies that you've got the King of Wands, signifying that you're entering a time where you are really successful and you have a lot of success in your creativity and being a visionary. You can be an entrepreneur. I can be speaking to somebody who's got a business and has a lot of natural born leadership skills. You're full of ideas and your success can come into fruition fairly soon. You've come through to the time of a reset, and it's all about you starting fresh and new. You have entered a time where things weren't going too well, but now it's a completely new cycle. So the Star card symbolizes one of the best cards in the tarot deck. The Knight of Pentacles signifies that you are heading towards starting something that contains a lot of abundance. You have a lot of ideas and you are all about taking some action. So this card is really good because it tells you that you're not only thinking about it, you are setting out to do what you want to do with a lot of action behind you. Ten of Cups is also a very great card. It tells me that you have a lot of emotions behind you. You're getting quite grounded. You're all about also giving back to the family everything that you have. And it's all about equal give and take, and also with a lot of emotions behind it. Everything about this is really good for you. Let me pull out the rest of the other cards. So the Nine of Pentacles signifies that you are really reflecting on your successes and all about the abundance that you're achieving now. You're really going through a new time where you are celebrating your successes. See this card that looks like this person. It can be male or female. It's not gender specific, but it's all about celebrating and really basking on your success. The Queen of Cups is all about your nurturing side and your emotions. You are very much, regardless of whether you're a male or female, you have a lot of the feminine side, which is very nurturing and providing for others, and also very grounded. Seven of Wands signifies that you've got a lot of skills and you're all about taking action. So this is another card that signifies the way that you are going about life with action, and you are able to achieve your successes. You're also looking at life in a very spiritual way, and this is a very feminine card as opposed to the Knight of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles is all about the equal give and take. You are now at a stage where you are able to provide the abundance as well as receiving. You're not afraid to accept from others as well as giving out, because you spend a lot of time really giving out to others, but you're not getting anything back. But people are now respecting you for what you can offer, as well as a reciprocal arrangement and process. Judgment, Eight of Pentacles, Lovers, King of Swords. So the Judgment card signifies that you are going through a period where there is a karmic judgment on your spiritual process. So it's all about a fair judgment as well. So what you reap is what you sow. So for anyone that has reaped the rewards, you are reaping good karma. And it's also about the time where you're going through and seeing other judgment in others as well for whatever they have produced in their life and whatever they have done. But this card is mainly about yourself, and it's also just about a person who's really appreciative of what you're receiving and you have done the work. So this is a fantastic card. Overall, you've got some really good cards. This is about you picking up some further skills, and you are really looking at your work. And this, to me, is also my career card. So this is also about you knowing how to pick up different skills to really get ahead and your successes in life. So the Lovers card, you've got some choices to make. This can be also signifying that you have choices of lovers, as well as looking at relationships. If it's not that, it could be about you having the compassion to go through life, and it could be also to do with how your emotions are processed, to do with anything that you love in life. So it doesn't have to be a relationship. So the King of Swords is signifying that you've got a lot of intelligence. You're all about clear thinking and logic, and you have a way of communicating to the public and showing your leadership skills. And what you have is also a high level of bravery, and you're all about your spiritual pursuits as well as not only just the 3D. Now you got the card of Nine of Wands. So Nine of Wands signify that you're very guarded from the past, but this is all behind you. I don't see this as a future going ahead, going forward. But you are slightly guarded from the past and you're very, very weary of who has hurt you before, or anyone that's been acting very much betrayed you and also has really hurt you. So you picked up a lot of resilience with this. You can see that you are moving ahead, and there's a bit of light, and you're ready to take on the world. And this is because of the past. So this is a past card. I don't see it as going forward or in the present moment. You were left out in the cold, and because of that, you have built up your resilience towards anyone that is not for you, or you no longer can, be around with. So now going forward, the Two of Cups, you're all about your emotions as well. You are ready to give to others your emotions, and this is for anyone that can be back into your life that you feel that is worthy. You have a lot to give, and you're very nurturing. And this card signifies also not only if it's about fertility, it's also about your abundance and your creativity as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a birth of a child. But this is about a nurturing person, and this is very much a very feminine side. So the Empress is all about really high levels of everything. And if you are the Empress, you do meet the Emperor, and anyone else below that is not really for you. So again, this card is not just the feminine side. It's not gender specific. It can be about you. If you are a male, you've got this nurturing side for you, which is a balance. So the Queen of Swords signify that you are a really thought leader. This is very similar to the King of Swords as well. You're able to make really good decisions, very sound decisions, and you're very grounded. You are very intelligent. And again, it's not gender specific. You're out about seeking truth. You're a truth seeker. You're not afraid to speak your words. You're also a good communicator as well. You're somebody who people look up to. And some people might be scared of you. For anyone that's in a low vibration, they may be a little bit scared of, approaching you. But you are a very good communicator. So the Ace of Wands is a really good card. It signifies that you are very successful and you're all about taking action in making your successes. And this is a really fantastic card for anyone that's also into business. The Six of Wands, to me, this is the past. You have gone through quite a lot. And it's about you making transitions, moving away from the old. You can see that the blackbirds, they're flying away. And so you're looking back and reflecting on the past, and you now know what to do with transitioning into the future and packing up and ready to go and leave the past behind you. And this is backed up by confirmation with the Chariot card. You're all ready to go and you are not afraid to really make a fast move towards anything that you desire. So overall, they're really good cards. I did read in the last one that you did go through quite a lot, and this is all like transitioning now to the future. So for anyone that is still looking at fear and worried about the past, I did a shorts video just saying that all it is fear and worry is simply when you've stepped away from spirit and you feel like you're not being protected. So all you have to do is just step back in and really do a lot of meditation and introspection on how you can tap back into the divine spirit and the energy so that you can start to feel on a high frequency again. So anytime that you start to go back within and feeling very peaceful, calm and blissful, that's when you are in the same frequency as spirit. So whenever you're feeling down, rephrase your situation and look at it from a positive standpoint, because we're all here to learn. So everyone that is up against you, all you have to do is rephrase why this is happening to you and the other person opposing you. So I've got the juggling and multitasking from spirit. So we are learning to really multitask, and I've been advised to make this as a regular routine, because lots of things are always going to come against us, especially when the collective, that we are bound to attract a lot of low vibrations to stop us from advancing. You're learning to master a lot of energy and transmuting them, and you're doing a great job. So Spirit wants me to just let you know this. You've got a new spiritual operating system working. So it's like a computer system. You are really deleting a lot of them and downloading and making way for a new system of working out. So the old operating system no longer works. That's why you may have attracted a lot of low vibration and things that went wrong. But simply by downloading a new one and tapping in with spirit, you are now looking at getting a new operating system altogether and vibing really high. A lot of the things that you've lost are now returning back to you. So I'm just reiterating on the last post that I did, mentioning that people have lost a lot of things in the past. A lot of the collective, people have lost money, relationships, you've lost, loved one as well. But other things are returning back to you. So some of them are in the form of abundance with finances. You're getting back the finances in return. And in terms of losing a loved one, you are actually gaining something else that is replacing a loved one. Although we can never replace a loved one once after they're gone into and left this field, we are still going to be replaced with something also just as good. And Spirit's asking you to just look at it from a different perspective. And with the loved one that's gone, all they're simply doing is leaving this realm, in the 3D realm, and just going into a different plane. So once we are leaving this 3D plane as well, we're going to be going into a different realm. So you're doing things that you've never done before, and a lot of things that you're trying new. So it may take some time. Some of you might have been a little bit stressed out because you're simply learning something that you've never done before. But Spirit's asking you just take one step at a time. And if you've got a lot of things to do that's brand new, it's just to take it one at a time and just don't stress out. Stay grounded, and stepping into newness will just require some time. I just have to have a look at what other messages. Some people in your life have made their bed and now they have to wear it and lay in it. Sorry, I didn't say it right. They made their bed, now they have to lay in it. So some people have really broken the trust with you, and you do not want to continue the relationship, and a lot of them have realized it. So you are breaking the cycle, and there's nothing that you need to do. So Spirit is handling the situation because you're no longer in the same vibration anymore. There's nothing else you need to do or say to that person. I've got this message to say that you don't miss the water until the well runs dry. So this quote, what it means is that there's certain people or certain things in your life that you take for granted and you don't miss. And I'm specifically been channeling that this is to do with a family member. So some of you have now lost a person, but you didn't miss them until now that they've gone. Some might be past, like in passing, and some might continue, like could be to do with them moving away now physically to another location that you're not going to be able to see anymore. So this could be to do with anyone that is going to be passed over, or anyone that's going to be making a transition to another physical location. And so for you, this message is just all about really appreciating who you've got now and spending as much time with them and appreciating them and letting them know that they are appreciated. Your silence is very much speaking in volumes, and a lot of people are finding it very hard for you to deal with you because you are moving in silence. You're not speaking out anymore. You're not posting in social media. Some of you have actually even closed the accounts in social media. So they don't have access to you, and they don't have any control over you, and they're certainly very awkward to even try and contact you because there is no last reference point for them to speak to you comfortably about anymore. A lot of things have gone really wrong, and you no longer can, with some people, you no longer can resonate with them. So there's really this awkward silence and gap in between this time where you may not have spoken to that person, and you're finding it very hard to even go back to them, and vice versa. The energy is just so far apart, and it's like a magnet that doesn't really, go together. So they don't attract each other. Spirit's just saying that all it is just an energetic discord, and there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to explain to the other person. So your life is now getting more and more in control that you can. Just to say that you are more in control with your life. And there's a lot of things that you didn't have access to, you now have access to, because Spirit is now really revealing everything. So the veil is thin, and you can now see a lot of the things with people and energy. And you can also be so intuitive that you know what is coming next. Now you have a lot of physical stuff to sort of clean out as well. And this is to do with also family passing, or things that you have really procrastinate. So all it is just Spirit asking you to just do one bit at a time. And if it's a physical cleanup, all it is just to spend a little bit of time, possibly every day, just maybe even half an hour, or sometime just on the weekend, to just clean out. Because by clearing out the clutter, you are clearing out the energy and making way for a higher frequency to come through. And that's what it's needed. So my last message is just to say that if any family members or anyone that's close to you you don't feel that you're being appreciated, know that you are being appreciated. It's just that these people have a lot of pride, and they're still going through their own BS or their work. So being close to you, they cannot understand how high your energy and your light is, and how bright your light is. So what Spirit is asking you to do is just give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Know that you are much appreciated and always by Spirit, and your guides are always with you. All you need to do is ask. And anytime you feel anxious, it's when you stepped out of the inner wisdom and inner light, and it's just to go back in and just continue to tap in with Spirit. Now, I hope this reading helps you, and if you've got any particular feedback or questions, please feel free to give me some feedback and put this in the writing. And anytime you give me some more feedback, it just helps me to put the information out and helps with the algorithm. Lately, a lot of the information hasn't been coming out, only because we need the subscribers or any viewers to really give us some feedback. So I hope you subscribe if you haven't, and that helps me to get the information more regularly to you. And so I appreciate you if you're still here listening to this video and watching this video with the cards. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Sending you lots of love and blessings.